Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to the off-season episode for Cleveland Browns franchise. Now, if you missed the last episode, end of the season, Bills ended up winning the Super Bowl over the Rams, 22-17. Now, it doesn't show it on this screen here, but Mason Graham won Defensive Rookie of the year. He went up to Superstar Dev. So yeah, I mean, huge for him. He had like 16 sacks on the season. He also just doesn't want to show up apparently, but he had like 16 sacks. Mike Hall had 11 and a half, I think it was. So huge season from those two defensive tackles. Deshaun Watson, can I cut him yet? No, I really want to cut him. I'll eat the penalty, I don't care. I want to get rid of him. But in terms of everyone else, any dev trait, so Judkins and Sampson both have star dev. We kind of already knew that. Everyone else looks the same on offense. On defense, Malik Collins goes up to star dev. Jordan Hicks goes up to star dev. Did Grant Delpit have star dev? I don't think he did he? He must have. It doesn't look like he got it. I think Greg Newsome had it. What's different? Denzel Ward went down. He had Superstar Dev. I will say there was a couple of instances where, yeah, down to Star Dev, where Denzel Ward didn't play great, so that could be why. I would assume for Hawkers already had it. But yeah, there is a couple of players we can upgrade before we get into things. These are all... okay, they're all just guys from the practice squad, so they can get upgraded automatically. In terms of retirements, I did see this at the end of the last episode, but I'll give you guys a refresh. Pierre Strong has retired, as well as DeAndre Carter. Neither of them really played that much, but in terms of the mock draft 4 is out. Now, I haven't seen this yet, although the mock draft 3 did have us projected to take a UDFA number 1 overall. It still does, but that's only because he is number 1 on our board. Charles Myers projected to go... oh, okay. So, Mark Byrne is really my number 1 at the moment. He's a top 5 talent. We need help on the O-line, and he's a top 5 talent. A or B everywhere except for lead block. Only ones that are unknown are pass block and stamina. He looks really good. Thomas Stark projected to go to the Cardinals. Then it's Daniel Matthias. Again, Dennis St. Clair is not going to us at 6. That's just because he is second on the board. Corey Barnett is projected to go to the Commanders. He is someone I would like to get. He's a round 1 talent. He does look good. He's someone that wouldn't be a difference maker straight away, but he does look like he could be someone who is quite good in future. Anyone else? Cedric Singh is projected to go to the Dolphins at 15. Andy Brown to the Steelers at 16. Clint Ford to the Niners at 22. Garrett Jarrett has jumped up to 27. He was projected to go to the Ravens at 32, but they didn't even win the Super Bowl. Marshall Lyons, he is a player that I really want to get, but we'd have to trade back into the first round to get him. Is there any other players that we know the development trait of? So the only top 5 talent we know is Mark Byrne. Alton Myers we know is around 2 to 3 talent. Dylan Anthony, same deal. Brody Ward. Trey Foote is 2 to 3. And then 1 to 2 talents, Charles Meyer. Josh Simmons, a receiver out of USC. I looked at him, he wasn't great. Max McMillan, receiver out of Michigan. Thomas Stark. Eric Silva, receiver out of Oregon. I do like the look of Eric Silva, actually. I never showed you guys him when we first looked at this draft class, but he doesn't look too bad. He's very shifty. He's definitely something you can work out from him. And then Will Cunningham, I like to look at him, and then Corey Barnett as well. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what that is. Coaching carousel. I am going to fire my OC. We need someone better there. Do I want to fire my DC? He's level 16 now. I think I'll leave him for now. But yeah. So you can hire a bunch of players. Kevin Stefanski is here. We could bring him back as the OC. It's an option. I think it's like the way you do it's probably going to be looking at the levels. Jonathan Gannon's here. Brian Dable. It's cool that they have actual, head coaches, these are. Although they would be offensive coordinators. I mean, Jonathan Gannon I don't hate. He's got a 14.3% development thingy. What was Kevin Stefanski? 18.8 development. You know what? Screw it. Kevin Stefanski is back with the Browns. I mean, yeah. We took his job as head coach, and now we're bringing him back as an OC. But we'll sim to next week. Like I said, I'm going to keep the DC around just for now. We can still fire him if we wanted to, but players ready to negotiate. We'll have a look. So, Deontay Johnson, maybe. Joe Transchwinker, maybe. Is there anyone here that I definitely don't want to bring back? Nick Needham, he's 29, he's slow, he's not coming back. David Bell, maybe, depends on what you want. Juwan Briggs, same deal. Kenny Pickett, you're gone. You played horribly, you're not coming back. Diabate, it's fine, we can get players that are essentially the same for arguably cheaper. Brandon Bates, kind of the same deal. Anyone else? These are all guys we've said no to previously. Okay, so let's just go back to the start and we'll work down the line. Johnson, I'd be willing to bring you back on like a 1-year deal for nothing. He wants 7 a year. I would give you... I'll give you 6 if you want to come back. He's probably not going to, but we'll try it. No, okay, Deontay Johnson isn't coming back. Joe Tryon-Schwinker, he had a couple sacks for us last year. I'd bring you back on a 1-year deal. I'd do 7, 6.5 maybe. Yeah, I'd do 6.5. He's going to go to free agency as well. That's fine. Most of these guys are just depth pieces. Dion Bush, we don't really need him. Right, because we've got JOK, we've got Carson Schlesinger, and we've got Jerome Baker. We don't need him. Ife Melifan, what do you want? Less than 4. I would give you 3 years if you want to do 3.5 a year. He's not coming back. Okay. I mean, it's understandable. We did absolutely suck last year. Brashard Smith, I would like to bring back. Because at worst, he's just a returner. He is 23. He wants less than 3. I would give you 5 years, 3 a year. If you want to sign this, 5 million... I mean, not 5 million. 5 years, 3 mil a year. I would be more than happy to sign you to that. And Brashard Smith is going to be back. Again, really just a returner for us last year, but still good player nonetheless. David Bell, I would give you... He's 25. I'd give you 2 years. Not 60 mil a year, no. I would give you a little bit of a bonus. Let's go 300k in bonus. So 2 years, total of 3 million, 1.5 a year. That's more than you want. David Bell is going to go to free agency though. Okay. Juwan Briggs, we could probably use the depth. I mean, Malik Collins is still here. If you want to, yeah, 1 year, 1.1 million. If you want to sign that, Juwan Briggs is back. Okay, he is young, so maybe we could have gone for more years. I don't know. Cooper Hodges can walk. Julian Aquara, he's 28. That's too much money, he can walk. Ryan Bates could be a good depth piece. He's 29. I'd give you 2 years. Take the salary up a bit. I do take the bonus down a bit, yeah. 2 years, total of 7 mil. Ryan Bates is back for 2 years, okay. Anyone else? Brandon Bates, no. Julian Pearl, it's fine, he's 61. The only one left is Corey Verhawkers. He is 30 years old. I'm going to leave it for now, and we'll see what punters there are in free agency. Okay, we are here in free agency 1. Rashad Manning is apparently the strongest man at the combine. Cody Sherman, the running back out of Syracuse, had a good combine apparently. Maryland running back Dennis St. Clair hurt his draft stock. Okay. Sebastian Bauer, the Tennessee guard, had a good one as well. And Notre Dame left tackle Calvin Abraham was the slowest in his position group. Okay. Let's have a look at combine results. Max Byrne, how many reps did you put up? 34. The 9th right tackle. So he's got great strength. Elite change of direction though. I mean, I will be honest, I'm close to making him the #1 pick. I do want to check this UDFA Diego Cordova. So, in terms of his accuracies, everything is a C. Everything that we know is essentially a C. Break sack is a B. He does look quite good. Still, physicals. He ran a 4.38. I mean, elite speed, great excel, great agility, great change of direction, marginal jumping, but he's a QB, it doesn't matter. Good strength, good throw power. I think we would be insane not to draft him. But the thing is, a lot of teams might have found out about him. He's still projected at UDFA though. I don't know. The thing is, he looks really good athletically, but he could have like, I don't know, sub 60 overall for like all his accuracies. He could be a 55 overall. I don't really know, but he's definitely someone that we can consider. Free agency. Aiden Hutchinson is here. Oh, you want a warm weather stay and you played in Michigan? No, you don't. You went to Michigan and you want to play in a... Okay. As good as he would be, we don't have the money. He wants 28.7 a year. We can't afford him. I would love Aiden Hutchinson. Could you imagine that? Aiden Hutchinson and Myles Garrett? Oh, again, as good as he would be, I don't think it's smart. I think we just have to... I mean, okay, well... I'll have a look at what other players are here. Trey Smith is here. Now, he did sign an extension in real life. Taylor Moton's here. That could be actually really good upgrade on the O-line. George Pickens. Adafe Owe's here. That's not a bad option. Jake Ferguson. Ryan Kelly's here. Maybe. Trent Brown's here. So definitely some, like, good, well, good-ish, decent players here. Ivan Pace, Isaac Sayamalo, rather. Now, that's Wyatt Teller. I want to see, because I think he doesn't want to be here. We'd have to pay him at least $30 million a year. I mean, I think I'd be comfortable paying him $30 million a year. Can we free up any money? Like, any at all, right? So, the penalty's gone down to 34. Can I cut him yet? No, he's still injured. So we can't cut him. We'd say 750. The Dylan Gabriel, that's not really enough. I think... Actually, let's just go... all players. Who would we save the most by cutting? Deshaun Watson, but we can't. Denzel Ward, we'd save 20 mil, but he was good for us last year. Grant Delpit. He's only got 1 year left on his deal. He was fine last year. There's no one in the draft that I would really want to take that would kind of replace him, though. Now, the interesting one is Denzel Ward, right? Because he's got 2 years left on his deal. I wouldn't trade him. I think I would maybe just outright cut him and then try and re-sign him. But that's a risky game to play. He wasn't great for us last year, though. I want to cut Deshaun Watson so badly, but it won't let me. What I am going to do is I'm going to trade Jack Conklin to someone who wants it. If no one wants him, then I'll just straight up cut him. So the Cowboys, Eagles, Niners, Giants, Panthers, Patriots, Rams. I think the Niners could be a shout. They normally don't have a great O-line. If we can find them, there they are. They can't afford it. They need right tackle. How badly? Oh, they have no one. Oh, this is perfect. Okay. Could we get a second round pick for Jack Conklin? I think I'd be happy with a third. If they're going to give me a second, I'd be ecstatic with that. That's declined. Okay. I mean, they need other positions. What do you need? Left tackle, left guard. Left tackle you don't need. Who do we have there? Juwan Jones. Do you want Juwan Jones? Center. We don't have anyone to give them. Running back. I'm not giving any of those guys away. If I throw in... We have 2 2s, 2 3s, 2 1s, 1 5, 2 7s. Now, I do want to take the kicker and the long snapper, so I'm going to keep these 7th round picks. I'd probably take the quarterback with the 5th. So if we could get another 2nd round pick, that'd be good. I don't want to trade any of my picks this year, though. Would a 28-3 do it for you? If this goes through, then great. If not, I'll just change it to a 3rd round pick from the Niners. That one does go through, though. Okay. So, Jack Conklin is on the move to the 49ers. We're sending them a 28 3rd round pick, and we will get a 2nd in this year's draft in return. Now, I do want to see... We could free 11 mil by moving money. I'm going to do this, actually. I'm going to restructure the contract for Denzel Ward. So we will now have a lot more money. We have 38 million. Just what does an offer look like? He's 26. I would give you... Honestly... I'd give you 7 years and even 30 mil a year. What does this look like? This would be an absolutely insane contract. 7 years, a total of 210 million. Where does it put us? Not even in the running. We'd have to go like 35. Maybe if we wanted to. Look, as good as Aiden Hutchinson would be, I just think there are better players that we can spend our money on to get better overall. Because the team needs help everywhere. If we just needed like one piece to make the team better, then obviously we'd go all in on Hutch, but that's just not how it works. Trey Smith. I know he signed a contract extension in real life, but this is not real life anymore. This is a video game. Who cares? I would be willing to do... I'd give you 5 years... Bump the money up. I would give you 22 a year for 5 years. Where would this put us? We're there. Can I try and up the money a bit more? If I go 23... I'll give you 24, actually. Go, yeah, 5 years, 24 a year. We're first. If we could get Trey Smith, that'll be huge. I'm happy with that. I'm gonna leave that offer on it. Taylor Moton would be good as well. I give you a 2-year deal. Yeah, 17's a bit much. If we went 17, I don't think we'd have much money for anyone else though. Could I do like... Could I take this down to 7 million salary and just do 2 years 17 or 14 a year? He doesn't have any other offers, so there's a chance. George Pickens, we could use receiver, but I don't think he would be the answer. Now we do need a quarterback. Russell Wilson's here. He wants 20 mil a year though. I can't pay him 20. Does any... Josh Dobbs wants 7 a year. Aiden O'Connell, but he's just like a worse Shedeur Sanders. Marcus Mariota, Jimmy Garoppolo, Jake Browning, Hendon Hooker. Desmond Ridder, we could bring him in. Bring him back to Ohio. Daniel Jones, Cooper Rush, Drew Lock, Kenny Pickett. Malik Willis is here. There's not many good options. Hendon Hooker's honestly intriguing. I know he's... How old is he at this point? Got to be like 27, 28. He's 28. He's got 89 throw power, 86 speed. He'd be a candidate to start, and he'd be cheap. Because that's the thing, we don't have much money left. Gardner Minshew too expensive. Josh Dobbs... I think we could maybe get him on a discount, but is he good enough to start? Nah, I think I'd want more throw power than 85. Marcus Mariota. No, he's kind of like just a less accurate Josh Dobbs. I think we offer Hendon Hooker a contract. As absurd as that seems, I think we do. I'd give him 2 years, 3 mil a year. Because that's what we can afford, essentially. So, well, the only team offering... We don't have any more money, so... I'm just going to offer this, and we'll see. Or, I mean, go to, like, the next... Well, actually, I'm going to check. Can I free up any more money? I am going to cut Malik Collins. He is old. He's got a year left on his deal. We can work with Mike Hall as our, like, because as a rush D tackle he's really good. As an actual every down, not great, but I mean we can work with it for now. Grant Delpit is just staring me in the face. But the thing is, we have 2 free safeties, Donovan McMillan and Ronnie Hickman. We have 1 strong safety. We wouldn't have any safety there. I think it's... I don't know. I'm going to cut Dustin Hopkins. As good as he was for us last year, we need money, and I like the look of... Actually, how much... If I could... Oh, that's not worth it. There's a kicker in the draft that I like the look of, so we're going to draft him. We also need a punter and a long snapper. So that frees up a bit more money. How much? 6.6. Okay. We'll have a look at... See if we can get anything else before we evaluate offers. Okay, so I've offered on Jordan Fuller. I've offered him I think it was a 2 or 3 year contract for him. He would be someone that we could put in at strong safety, and then we can cut Grant Delpit, or he could just be an upgrade over Ronnie Hickman anyway. I've also offered Matt Ariza a contract. He is cheap and really all we could afford at punter. Evaluate offers. Okay, so Taylor Moton's still here, Jordan Fuller, Matt Ariza, and Hendon Hooker all still here. Did we get Trey Smith? We got Trey Smith. Okay. It's a huge contract, but I think it will be worth it. He's an amazing player, and he's someone that can really help us upgrade our line. Now, we can't spend any money on anyone else. I do want to check, though. Trent Brown is here. Juwan Taylor was here as well. Oh, he went to the Niners. We just sent a player to the Niners. Anyway. Trent Brown could be an option instead of Taylor Moton. He'd be cheaper. He is a year older, but he'd be cheaper, and he's probably around the same in terms of his skill level. Kind of. I think I'm going to leave it for now. If Taylor Moton goes to the Niners, then we might try and pivot, but for now, I mean, we can't offer anyone else, so we'll just evaluate offers again. No one has done anything. Jordan Fuller is going to be a saint, so we're going to take him off the board. Gives us a bit more money. Is there anyone, any other safeties we could offer instead, maybe? Didn't find a safety that we wanted, but we would only need a safety if we cut Grant Delpit, so haven't done that. We do desperately need receiver, so I've gone McCall Hardman. He's really the only one we could afford, and he wants to be here. Give us some signings. I don't care, just some, please. Okay. None of these guys have signed. Taylor Moton is going to be a Seahawk, I would imagine. Or, no, he's going to the West Coast. So we'll take him off the board. Okay, Trent Brown's still here. He does have an offer. I would give you 2 years. You know what, exactly this. We have the money for it. Where does that put us? First, we're over the Cardinals. Okay. That should get us Trent Brown. We're just going to have to sim to next week and see. Mock Draft 5 is going to be out as well. Going to check free agency first. Hutchinson is a Charger. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. On a 3-year deal for him. Pacheco's gone to the Bengals. That's not great. Okay. Taylor Moton is a Seahawk. George Pickens to the Commanders. Tyrann Mathieu to the Titans. Odafe Oweh to the Raiders. Kendall Fuller. Josh Metellus. Jake Ferguson. Okay, let's see. Targeted, there's... Oh, come on! These Niners, I gave you a tackle, you don't need another one. Hendon Hooker was still the only one. We did get Matt Ariza and McCall Hardman. I need Trent Brown to pick us. He's off the board. Tell me he picked the Browns. Shit. Okay. So, Trent Brown is a 49er. Is there anyone at all that I can bring in? Not really. Okay, so I was looking at tackles I could maybe trade for instead. I found Abraham Lucas. He is now second in the depth chart in Seattle because Taylor Moton is there now. He's got the bridge player tag on him. I pressed the the get offers button, the triangle, and this has popped up. Anthony Kendall for Abraham Lucas. He's a 63 overall corner. I guess they think highly of him. I'm going to take that all day. Anthony Kendall for Abraham Lucas. So if we go to our right tackle spot, Abraham Lucas is on the team, and then it should have gone through for the Seahawks as well. He's not there. Did they... Okay, now I'm confused. Yeah, he's on the Seahawks. I don't know, but we've got Abraham Lucas now, so I guess we don't need to... We don't need to offer on any tackles. Now, we do have money to maybe offer a more expensive QB. So, Gardner Minshew's gone. He's gone to Pittsburgh. Josh Dobbs is in LA. Mariota's also in LA. There's actually not anyone here I'd actually want. Maybe Russell Wilson, but I'm not giving you 20 million a year. If he wants to come here for 1 year and I'd give you like 8 mil, then Russell Wilson can come play for the Browns. But I'm not giving you more than that. Yeah, only one bar. I mean, it's 1 year, 8 million. I'm not giving you any more than that. We'll evaluate offers. Neither of them have signed. Hendon Hooker has signed. Okay, so we at least have one QB on roster. Do I even want Russell Wilson? I don't know. You know what? If he signs, he signs. We'll do what the Browns did in real life this past year and just try and get everybody. We'll advance to next. Oh, I didn't check the mock draft. We'll do that now, actually. So, mock draft 5. We're not taking Diego Cordova #1 overall. Okay, you guys are dumb. As much as I like him and we need QB, we're not taking him. Max Byrne is probably going to be the pick. I'll tell you that for free right now. Cedric. A lot of these are kind of the same. Although, Mitch Chamberlain to the Rams at 25. Corey Barnett has dropped down to 21. And the other center, oh no, there he is, never mind. I just didn't see him. He's dropped to 28. Huh. So there's a chance we could trade down, get more draft picks, and still get the edge that we want. Now, Russell Wilson is still here. We have 2 million left. We already got a punter. Right, yeah, in Matariza. We've upgraded the O-line with Trey Smith, and we traded for Abraham Lucas. I could probably use the money that we're... Yeah, I'm going to take him off the board. We got 10 mil. I can use this money elsewhere to try and bring in someone else. Okay, so I've offered on Sebastian Joseph Day, purely just to be a nose tackle. And then if he accepts this, which it looks like he has, yep, so that'll be the free agency. Not a big class, right? Trey Smith, Sebastian Joseph Day, Matariza, McCall Hardman, and Hendon Hooker, but we needed punter, we needed receiver. Hendon Hooker honestly could compete to start, which I know sounds insane, but he could. And then Sebastian Joseph Day, just a plug-and-play nose tackle, and Trey Smith is a huge, huge upgrade on the O-line. So yeah, if we look at the new team here, I mean, yeah, we could use tackle, but there's that one that we might take #1. We could use receiver. Running back, I think we're fine. Tight end, maybe one down the board for depth. But yeah, O-line, receiver. And then defensively... Honestly, I think defensively we might be fine. Like, I would like to add pieces if I could, but we could make this work. Because Sweshinger would move out. Yeah. We could make this work if we had to. So I think we're really just going to be focusing on the offense this draft. Okay, we got private workouts before the draft here. Now, we know about Max Byrne being a top 5 talent. Who are the other players I'd actually want to get in, though? Ben Villa ran a 4.55 at 6'6", 250. Okay. He is someone I am probably going to target in the second round. I think what I'm honestly going to do is just do a lot of these top edge rushes. Right, so yeah, I'll do Jose Escobar, Kevin Delgado, and Daniel Matias, purely just to see if it's going to be worth actually taking the other one. What was his name? I forgot already. Corey Barnett. So in terms of these other guys though, Jose Escobar is a 1-2, Delgado is a 1-2, and then Matias is also a 1-2. So if we can get Barnett down the board, I would definitely take him. People I really want in this draft though, Mark Byrne, I'm not going to keep you guessing, he's the #1 pick. I want to take Cordova, that'll probably be down the board. Receiver, I'd like to get at least one of them. I'm not really too picky, but I'd like to get at least one receiver. At tight end, I want to get Ben Villa. He could be quite good for us. Marshall Lyons would definitely be nice. I just don't know if we'd be able to get him. It might be smarter for me to try and get Marshall Lyons than Corey Barnett, rather, because we're fine at edge for now and we have a hole at center. So we might have to do that. And then, yeah, the kicker, Isaac Barrett, and then the long snapper, Jackson Dahl. But other than that, we have a lot of picks in the mid-rounds. It's just going to be about how we're able to use them. NFL draft time.
Welcome to the NFL draft.
Thanks, Rich Eisen. Now, I will be honest. I have a plan for #1. Outside of that, I have no clue. But we are sticking at #1. I said it earlier. We're going to keep it the same. Max Byrne, 21-year-old tackle, 6'6", 312, out of Auburn. He is going to be the first pick of Cleveland Browns franchise. We know he's a top 5 talent. Hopefully he has hidden dev. He's probably going to be moved to left tackle for us. Right, he is listed at right tackle, but I'm going to move him to the other side. But yeah, he is going to be, hopefully a great player for us. He is ranked #3 in true value. We took him at 1. Former high school power forward, highly intelligent blocker, quick feet, strong hands in pass pro. He does have hidden dev, 90 strength, actually pretty good, considering he only had I think it was good to great, or I don't know, anyway. 78 excel, 72 agility. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Now, again, at 6, I've got no clue what I'm going to do. The rest of this draft is really just a mystery. The Saints at #2. They take, I'm pretty sure that said Thomas Stark. We didn't need to see that. Yeah, Thomas Stark, the receiver. So there he goes to the Saints. The Panthers take Jose Escobar. Finally starting to upgrade their pass rush. The Cardinals take Andy Brown? The Cardinals take the quarterback from USC. I guess the Kyler Murray era is done. Wow. Andy Brown to Arizona. Okay. Let's see who the Giants take. That's the shock move of the draft, honestly. I didn't see what the name was. Kevin Delgado. Okay, now, we are on the clock again. What type of offers do we have if we wanted to trade the pick away? I want to move down in this year. We go to 29. That's a bit too low for me. 13. I'd want more than just a third in 2 years, though. Niners would give us 22, a 2 and a 6 next year, and a 3 the year after. We could go to 28. we'd get a first next year, a third this year, and a fifth next year as well. The Eagles I don't hate, actually. We get a first round pick next year. Hold on, so the Seahawks would give us 29, a first next year, a third, and a sixth this year. So the only difference is that we would get a 5 next year instead of a 6 this year. I think I'm going to take this offer from the Seahawks just because, I mean, I know it's a 6 instead of a 5, but it is this year, and we could also use that to trade up later in the draft, plus we get an extra first round pick next year. So I'm going to do this with Seattle because both the players that we want, right, the edge and the center, aren't supposed to go till, hold on, I wrote it down actually, I'll find it. So Marshall Irons, the center, is supposed to go at 26, and then the edge, Corey Barnett, is not supposed to go till 28, so we would have to trade back up, but I like that move. We get extra first round pick next year and more ammo in this draft. Anyway, the Seahawks, after trading up, they will take Rashad Manning, a defensive tackle, I believe. Yeah. Okay, the Commanders at 7 go Josh Felix, another defensive tackle. The Lions go with Daniel Matias, edge. Cowboys at 9 go with Jeff Patterson, another defensive tackle. So far there has been 3 offensive players and 6 defensive players. Normally it's the other way around, but the Jets at 10 take Ty Bayless, another defensive tackle. Now the Vikings at 11 go Mike Archibald. He's the corner from Iowa. From Iowa. Broncos at 12. Tavares Hillhouse, another corner. He's a corner from Alabama. The Raiders go with Juan Pearman, another corner. 3 corners in a row, huh? The Bucks at 14 take Cedric Singh. He was meant to go a pick later to the Dolphins. Corner out of Cal. The Dolphins will take Artis Sheldon. That's a run of 5 corners in a row. That's insane. Steelers. They were projected for a little bit to take Andy Brown. Do they go with the other quarterback instead, the one out of Cal? They don't. They take a 6 corner in a row. Alonzo Saxton out of Texas. The Texans at 17 go J.J. Parks, another defensive tackle. The Patriots at 18 go Jonathan Morales, the first offensive player since Andy Brown, at 4. And I am going to get on the phone. I'm going to see if I can trade up with the Bears. What would it take? So 29 for 19, how close would that be? It's not going to work straight up, obviously. Okay, so they want, well, in terms of like players, free safety, running back, will backer, left guard, and wide receiver. Running back, I'm not giving you any. Receiver, I don't have any to give. Left guard. If I move Evan Brown to left guard, would he have more value to you guys? He might do. Because he's not going to start for us. I wouldn't think. What about, they want Will as well. I'm not giving you JOK. No, we can't really afford to give... What? Okay, in terms of draft picks, I would give you... I'd probably... We have 3 first round picks next year. Tell you what, I will do a first round pick swap next year as well if they want to do that. Now we have 3 first round picks. That didn't move much. So this first one's going to be ours, which is probably projected number 1. I don't want to do that. The second one, does that have a little bit more value? Not really. So that's probably a bit pointless to do that. Does a second next year get it done? It's close. I'd give them 54. They have 51. Okay, so it'd probably have to be... I'd give them 36 if they would give me 51. It's probably going to cost a little bit extra though. Yeah, it'll cost more than that. This is the third next year, get it done. Oh, it's close. I'll just add a 7 and 28 then, and that should... That's not going to get it through. Okay. What about... I want to keep my 7s this year because there's those... The kicker and the long snapper I want to get. A 7 next year. That's declined. What about the 7 and 28 as well? That's declined. What about a 6 next year? Would that get it done? We don't have a 6. What about a 7 next year and a 6 and 28? There we go. Okay. So we're moving up to 19. We're moving down in the second round by about 15 odd spots, I think. We're giving the Bears a 3rd round pick and a 7th round pick next year, as well as a 6th round pick in 2028. Now, we are moving up to take a player who I do think is going to be a difference maker. Obviously, Corey Barnett is here. He would be a difference maker, but not right away. The more important position is at center, and Marshall Irons is going to be my pick. He's 6'3", 311 out of Florida State, 22 years old. Has elite speed, great strength, elite agility. He's got A's and B's all over the place. There's a couple that C and F, C and F, whatnot, but he looks really good. We need a center desperately. Marshall Irons is going to be the pick. Is he here or is he at home? No, he's here. There he is, Marshall Irons. We've revamped the offensive line in this first round, which it really needed it. Look at how happy he is. Okay, that's not good. So he's ranked 60th in true value. We took him at 19. He looked a lot better than that. Great pass blocker, shows quickness when defending speed rushes, high ceiling as a run blocker. He does have hidden dev. 77 speed is actually really good for someone 311. 80 excel, 90 strength. How is... I mean, I guess... Run block power and pass block power could be really low. But he looks good. I don't know how he's a 60th ranked player. I don't know. Anyway, we'll move on. The Colts at 20. They take... Calvin Abraham, the tackle out of Notre Dame, yes. The Packers at 21. Take John Holcomb, a guard out of Alabama. The Niners at 22. Take Clint Ford. He was someone that we looked at for a little bit, but obviously didn't end up going that route. The Bengals at 23. Go with Scotty Barton. Tackle at USF, okay. I remember looking at him, he was fine. I mean, I didn't do like in-depth research on him because we found our guy in Mark Byrne. 24, Chiefs take Derek Bird, the first tight end off the board. Tight end out of Oregon State. The Rams at 25. Could they go with Mitch Chamberlain, the Cal quarterback? Be the successor for Matt Stafford. They have 2 first-round picks. I don't know what from, but they do. They do go Mitch Chamberlain, the quarterback out of Cal. The successor to Matthew Stafford, I guess. The Chargers at 26. Now, this is where Marshall Irons was supposed to go. So we'll see where he ends up going now. Or where the Chargers end up taking. They take Antonio Medlock, so they still upgrade the O-line. Take a guard out of NC State. Jim Harbaugh just loves to run the ball, I guess. Tennessee Titans at 27. Take Garrett Jarrett, the linebacker out of TCU. He's fast. He had, he had great to elite speed. I don't remember checking out the 40 time for him, but he was definitely quite fast. Eagles take Charles Meyer, the edge. He was once projected to go within the top 5. The Bears at 29. They traded down from 19. They take Bryce Wentz, another edge rusher out of USC. The Ravens at 30. Go Corey Barnett. So Corey Barnett, instead of going to the Browns, he'd still be in the AFC North, but with a different team. Staying in-state as well. Fun little storyline. The Rams, second first-round pick of the night. They will take Madison Kendrick, the center out of Iowa, I believe. It is, yes. A new center for their new franchise QB. At least they're hoping. The Bills will take... We'll have to wait to see. Corey Henry, a center out of Clemson. Okay. We are now here in the second round. And my mind is pretty much as good as made up. There are a couple... Oh, actually, never mind. Alton Myers is here. I like the look of him. I know it says 2 to 3 talent, but I like the look of Alton Myers. There are other edge rushers here who aren't great. There's a couple of running backs. There's a safety, Evan Fields. We could definitely use the help there. B-zone coverage. 4.4 speed. Definitely looks quite good. Will Cunningham is here. Fast receiver. Eric Silva, more of a shifty receiver. Enrique Ruiz. Some mocked him inside the first round. Couple more tight ends. Another receiver. Now, I'll be honest, I was thinking Ben Villa here. Although he is quite a long way down the board. When's our next pick? 51. That is a bit too far for me. If we look at receiver here, there's a lot of good quality receivers. There's also a lot of tight ends, but I really like the look of Ben Villa. 6'6", 251 out of South Carolina, A catching, B deep route running. Elite speed, ran a 4.55 at both the Combine and his Pro Day. He looks really good. He really is a receiver if you think about it. I'm gonna turn the card in for Ben Villa. He will be the first pick of the second round. Maybe we can develop him into the successor to David Njoku. Of course, we do have Harold Fannin Jr. on the roster. But if we can get another good, what is essentially a receiver in the room, that's good. He's ranked at 23 in true value. We took him at 33. Played college basketball for 2 years. Didn't drop a pass at the Combine. Good speed for a tight end. 90 speed? Yeah, that's good speed. Holy shit. Okay, normal dev is a bit disappointing. But I mean, 90 speed is absurd. And I mean, if he doesn't really drop stuff, then that's great. The Saints go with Enrique Ruiz. Okay, so they make it back-to-back tight ends. The Saints don't have a quarterback, though. Maybe they're doing the same as us. Maybe they're trying to build up the offense to help their future QB in next year's draft, maybe. The Panthers, at 35, go Will Cunningham, the fast receiver out of Louisville. The Bears at 36. We originally had this pick. We traded it to them. We did a second-round pick swap. They go Andy Lockhart, a free safety. We looked at him. He was relatively good. Safety out of LSU. Giants at 37. Go Joaquin Herrera, the right tackle. Jags at 38. Go Josh Simmons, receiver out of USC. Okay. Helping Trevor Lawrence in that receiving core, I guess. Texans at 39. Go Dylan Anthony, an edge rusher. Lions at 40. Go Jimmy Vega, a tackle. Okay. Cowboys at 41. Go with Evan Fields. Okay, they keep him in state. Texas safety going to Dallas. That would have been nice to get him, but we decided to take the tight end instead. Jets at 42. Take Byron Dobbins. He was... I think I might have looked at him. I don't know. Linebacker out of Iowa. The Vikings at 43. Go with Walter Phillips, a Mike linebacker. Out of Georgia, the Broncos at 44. Go with Brody Ward, an edge rusher. The Raiders at 45. Go Braxton Fleming. Bucks at 46. Go Joey Cardona. Okay. Dolphins at 47. Go Eric Silva, the receiver out of Oregon. If we look at the draft board, McMillan is still on the board. Raphael Weaver is here. He's a 1-2 talent. I remember him, yeah. He's a good slot player, but not much else. So yeah, McMillan is still here. Alton Myers is here. I like the look of Alton Myers. There's obviously a bunch of guys down the board. There's a 2-3 talent in Austin Smart here out of Yale. There's another one in Graham Morrison out of South Dakota State. Oh no, Idaho State. Where did I get South Dakota State? I don't know. Anyway. Is it worth a move up for a receiver? I wonder. Obviously, we know he's around 2-3 talent. But I like the look of him. McMillan is a physical receiver. He's 6'3", 230. Got B's for all his key ratings. Ran a 4.37 and a 4... Oh, he's actually really good. Oh, Max McMillan could be quite good. What did, Actually, can we go... Yeah, Combine. What did 4.49 for Alton Myers? Really? I mean, speed is a big thing. I'm gonna see if we can call up the Steelers here. See if we can get a trade done for this pick. 48. I would try 54 if they'd let us keep 51. We might be able to do it. What do they need? Receiver, QB. You want Dylan Gabriel? Would this work? Oh, it's gonna work. Hold on, give me a second. I don't really want to give up many more draft picks. Can I just... Who's my lowest overall player? Jason Ivey? Yeah, you can... I'll give you Jason Ivey. And the trade is done. Dylan Gabriel, Jason Ivey, and a second round pick, number 54 it was. For this one from the Steelers, number 48. And we are going to turn the card in for a receiver. But it's going to be for Max McMillan. I'll be honest, I was probably considering Alton Myers before this. But the fact he has elite strength, he ran a 4.3 at the Combine and his Pro Day, has A's and B's all over the place. He's 6'3", 230. That kind of won me over. So Max McMillan, welcome to the Browns. Draft room's happy about it. Always a good sign. There he is at home with the Browns cap. Ranked 47 in True Value, we took him at 48. Hands made of glue, tracks and secures ball with defense closing in. Several wow catches on film. He does have hidden dev, 93 speed, 95 jumping, 89 change direction, 86 agility, 91 excel. That's actually really good for a receiver, especially at his size. He's 230 and he's got 93 speed with 95 jumping. Max McMillan could end up being something really good for us. Texans at 49. Go Cody Sherman. He is the running back out of Syracuse, I believe. Yes. Patriots at 50. Go with Damian Studmeyer. Okay. And we are back on the clock at 51. Now, Alton Myers is still here, but I don't think we would go receiver. Who else would be here? Ty Pace is here. Safety out of USC. Definitely good. He's a good option. Okay, after having a bit of a look around, we are going to turn the card in for Ty Pace. Safety out of USC. 5'9", 211, so he's a little bit smaller than most safeties. Got B hit power, B man coverage, C zone coverage. Ran a 4.47 at the Combine, 4.45 at his Pro Day. Good enough athlete. Skills look like they could be something good. At the end of this, well, the middle of the second round, we'll take a shot on him. We don't know what his true talent grade is. Hopefully it's something quite high. Now, he does have a chance to start, right? Because we have Ronnie Hickman at free safety at the moment. So, definitely a chance that we could start him if we wanted to. But we'll have to see in the draft recap. He is ranked 34th in True Value, and we took him at 51. Understands executes zone assignments, concerns about his speed, and a soft tackler. Hidden dev, 91 speed, that can play, that's fine. 73 strength, that's actually pretty good. The Colts at 52. They are going to take Alton Myers, okay. So the receiver out of Texas A&M does eventually go off the board. To the Colts at 52. The Packers at 53. Take Trevor Nichols, okay. Steelers. We had this pick. We traded up with them to 48. They are going to take Trey Foote, okay. So they got Dylan Gabriel, Trey Foote, and the other tackle who was like a 60 overall. Bengals at 55. Take Jeff Styles. I did consider taking him and maybe moving him to guard. He's a good run blocker. Lacks a little bit in pass pro, but still a solid player. Yeah, I did consider taking him, but we took the safety instead. Chiefs at 56. Take Sean Newhouse, a running back. Falcons at 57. Go with Derek Holiday, another running back. The Chargers at 58. Go with Jonathan Carruthers, a corner. The Titans at 59. Go with Sammy Dunn, another running back goes off the board. The Eagles at 60. Going to go with Raphael Weaver. Okay, receiver. The Seahawks at 61. Going to go with Jaden Bennett, An edge rusher, okay. Ravens at 62. They took Corey Barnett in that first round. Here they take Dennis St. Clair. He was ranked as the #1 running back for a long time, but then a little bit of a down combine dropped him down the board for a lot of teams. 63 here for the Rams. They take Lorenzo Boykin, another running back. Bills at 64. We'll have to see who they take once that thing shows us. Nathan Jones, running back out of Mississippi State. Now we have 2 third-round picks here. Back-to-back picks. Who would we take here? Because if we look... So, tight ends are on the board. Safeties. There's a QB here in Tyreek Samuels. Never really like to look at him. There's a receiver, but we've already... I'm not taking a day 3 talent here, personally. We could take Eric Franklin. He's someone that I like the look of, but more as a fullback than a running back. Seth Jarrett is here. Monty Penn, we could use help at both of those spots. Okay, I've made a decision. I'm going to be taking Trip Burke here. He's a 6'2", 227, 22-year-old linebacker out of Iowa. B block shed, C pursuit, B tackling, B zone coverage. Physically, he ran a 4.42 at the combine and a 4.38 at his pro day. He's clearly got elite speed. The coverage skills probably aren't there yet, but that's something we can work on. He's not going to need to go into a starting role straight away, so someone for the future at this point. Draft room happy, as always. We got our guy, yeah. Trip Burke there at his home. All the homes look the same. He's ranked 32nd in true value. We took him at 65. Oh, this is a great steal. Great speed to cover and track down tacklers. Good awareness and reaction as defender. Dependable tackler. He has hidden ever 91 speed. He might have to start. Okay, right. That makes things very interesting. Now we have a pick here. We also have number 93. I'll see who we might be able to take here. I think I am going to go Eric Franklin here. He's got A stiff arm and A trucking. The speed is not very good. He ran a 4.61 and a 4.62 at his combine and pro day respectively, but he's ridiculously strong. He's 5'10", 235. He's probably going to be moved to fullback for me, but he can be kind of that power back, fullback kind of role. He'll have a role to play. So I'm going to take Eric Franklin here. He is the 74th ranked player. We took him at 66. Spin move creates problem from defenders. He has a B spin move, I guess. Carries it high and tight, shows great contact balance. He has normal dev. 87 speed actually isn't that bad. 84 strength. I kind of expected the normal dev, but yeah, he should be a contributor in some sense. I'm just going to advance to the next pick. We don't need to see every pick at this point. So, Jaquez Hawkins goes to the Panthers. Carlos Baylot goes to the Falcons. Juan Cabrera, Cole Sewell, Daquan Harris, DeMar Kirkendall, Brandon Elliott, Derek McQueen, Jorge Gonzalez, DeMarcus Peterson, Juan Vargas, Mike Rich, Jesus Manical, Doug Ulrich, Monty Penn, Matthias McPherson, Jalen Sears, Jesse Rose, Max Whitfield, Manu Ortiz, Dalen Toon, Donovan Chamberlain, Eric Watkins, Sergio Feliz, Tim Haynes, and Zach Fulker were all taken. Now, this is our last pick until the 5th round. And then we have, I think we might have like a day, we have 2 7s, and we might, yeah, we picked up the 6 in the trade with the Seahawks. So this is our last pick for a while. I'm going to take him. I know it's like ridiculously early, but I'm taking Diego Cordova. The thing is, because let's say, right, he ends up being this, like the franchise QB for this Browns team, right? He's got 4.38 speed at the combine. He ran a 4.34 at his pro day. I mean, this is just absurd speed for a quarterback. Now, his accuracy isn't there, right? That's something that will need to be worked on, but the intangibles are there, right? The stuff you can't teach, he's got that. I know it's so early, but if he can be the guy, then I think it's worth it. Plus, there's not really anyone else on the board that I really want to take. And we don't pick until the 5th, so I don't want to risk it. I'm taking Diego Cordova with this pick. The shock of the draft. Oh, I think the shock of the draft actually has been Andy Brown to the Cardinals. That was insane. We got our guy. We got our QB. Maybe. We'll see. He's already got the Browns skull cap. I mean, see, this was meant to be. He is ranked 131st in true value. We took him at 93. Scouting report. Extends plays, maintains accuracy when throwing on the run. Not a cannon, but shows zip on throws. Now, that does worry me, because we have Sanders on the roster, and he is not, like, he doesn't have good throw power. 91's 92 speed? Okay, first of all, 91 throw power is fine, we can work with that. 92 speed, 89 excel, 87 agility, 89 change of direction. Jumping is horrible, so is strength, but he's a quarterback. 218 with 64 strength is kind of, anyway. He is this like Lamar Jackson 2.0? He's a bit taller than Lamar. He's heavier than Lamar, I think. This is just a less accurate Lamar. If we can develop him, that could be a steal. I'm going to sim to the 5th round now. There's only really two players that I actually like actively want right at this point, which is the kicker and the long snapper. So we have this pick, then we have the first pick in the 6th round is our next one. Josh Driver is still here. Projected 3 to 4, A finesse move, C block shed. Can't really tackle, but he's good at rushing the passer. Let's take a shot. 23 years old out of Virginia Tech. Okay. Ranked at 329, we took him at 129. Thrives by winning with speed and finesse move, must become stronger. Hand fighting skills are work in progress. 76 speed, 82 strength. Okay, if he has like good finesse moves, then that's a fine pick. We can work with that. We'll skip to the next pick that we have. Okay, so we have this pick, and then we have round 7, pick 29. I mean, there are two players that I want, right, in Isaac Barrett and Jackson Dahl, so I'm going to take the kicker, simply because I feel like the kicking is more important than a long snapper. He has elite kick power and a kick accuracy, so going to take the kicker out of Arkansas here. He's ranked number 8 in true value. We took him at 161. Drives the ball with ease, made 97.8% of kicks in college. 96 kick power. He does have hidden dev as well. I feel like every now and then in draft classes you get like a kicker like this. Someone who has like insane kick power. I guess we found him. Okay, we have 2 picks in this 7th round. I am going to take the long snapper here, Jackson Dahl, just because he's someone that I actually want to get. Obviously, we need a long snapper on roster. He's ranked 65 in true value. Took him at 221. Reliable snapping on special teams. Looks strong on tape. Needs to improve his awareness. His agility is 56. That's all we know about him. He does have normal dev, which kind of expected. He's a long snapper. And then this final pick here, Mr. Irrelevant. Obviously, compensatory picks aren't a thing in Madden. So, people on our board, we have Donovan Samuel and Arnold Albertson. Samuel actually doesn't look too bad. He's not a great athlete. He's kind of just like a worse... I can't remember his name, the one we took in the third. Arnold Albertson, actually. Let's take him. Arnold Albertson, Mr. Relevant. We don't really know anything about him because it doesn't show us... Oh, no, there it is. Okay, yeah, so, well, that's glitched. Anyway, we can have a look now. Mekhi Becton's on the Titans now. You can see on the right there. Albert Albertson, Mr. Irrelevant. Riley Moss is on the trade block. Torrey Quinn, analysts reckon, is a hidden gem. Graham Wallace, I don't remember seeing that name. Junior Scarborough. Jose Escobar. Thomas Stark. Matt Byrne. Retirements. Okay. David Questenberry and Jermaine Effetti. Sebastian Joseph Day. People are calling about him. Okay. Let's look at our draft class. Oh, 81 for Mark Byrne. Not Matt Byrne, Mark Byrne. Now let's have a look at what he actually looks like. So, yeah, I mean, he looks really good. I'm really happy with that. I think he's worth the #1 pick. I am moving him to the left side. Because we have, who is it? Abraham Lucas on that right side, so I'm going to move him over. Marshall Irons is only a 73. He looks better than a 73. Is it just his awareness that's dragging him down? He does look good. He'll probably start over Luke Whippler, because he's like a 68 or something. Tight end Ben Villa is a 76. He also has, what was it, 90 speed? Yeah. 85 catching. He could develop into something really good for us. A lot of these players that we've taken are really just like guys that we're taking now and going to develop them later. Max McMillan, a 74. That's, I mean, I think that might be tied for the second highest on the team in terms of receiver, like overalls. 93 speed, 91 excel, 83 catching, 80 catch and traffic, 87 spec catch. He's probably going to start as a rookie, I would guess. Just because our receiver room is so weak in general. Free safety, Ty Pace is a 75. That is, I think, higher than Ronnie Hickman. A 91 speed, 72 zone, 75 man coverage. Okay. 79 hit power, 67 tackling. He doesn't look too bad, honestly. Who was next? Trip Burke. He had, what, like 91 speed or something? Hidden Dev. Yeah, 91 speed, 68 zone coverage, 86 tackling. He looks really good. I might have to find somewhere for him to play, honestly. Because we have Schlesinger, we have JOK, and we have Jerome Baker already. I want to get him on the field. Eric Franklin is a 72. 87 speed, 84 trucking, 83 stiff arm. What is his blocking? Run blocks are 26, pass blocks are 54. What is he at fullback? He is a 66 at a fullback. Okay. I mean, I don't hate the idea of it, right? He definitely can't block. I'm gonna move him. I'll move him back to running back, and I'll decide later. I'm gonna do like changing numbers, changing faces, equipment. I'm gonna do all that. So this isn't what everyone's gonna look like. I'm gonna do all of that like off screen and shit. Diego Cordova. He's a 69 overall. Okay. Accuracy is not even that bad. Oh, we can work with this. This might be the steal of the draft. It's odd that he is so fast and so like agile, but his juke moves are 79 and his spins are only an 82. I say only, but I don't know, for someone this mobile, it seems kind of odd, but I mean, yeah, we can work with this. His throwing stats aren't good, obviously, but we can work. I mean, Shedeur Sanders was what, 68 at the start of last year? So, Josh Driver is a 62 overall. This might have been a big miss. 82 strength. He's got, oh, that would be 67 block shed, 63 power moves, 74 finesse moves. Yeah, it had a finesse moves for him. That's really the only reason I took him. I mean, he was a 5th round pick, right? So, bar's not too high. Isaac Barrett is a 78. That's really good. 96 kick power, 81 accuracy. Yeah, that's... I mean, yeah. Quite good for him. Jackson Dahl is a 73 overall. I mean, our last long snapper was at 50. He has 88 for his long snapper rating. Okay. That's great. He'll be our long snapper for the next at least 4 years. And then Arnold Albertson is a 70. He's 6'1", 228. He actually looked quite good. Huh. For Mr. Irrelevant, that's pretty good. Okay. Now, I do want to have a look at some of these other players that we like missed out on / didn't draft. So Thomas Stark was a 79. Hidden Dev. 90 speed's not too bad. He doesn't look horrible. What is his dev trait? I'll check the dev traits for only star dev for other players, but for like my own guys on my own team, I'm not going to check their dev traits because it kind of just takes the fun out of it. Andy Brown, the shock of the first round, shock of the draft, honestly, in my opinion. Normal dev. Oh, he's got a cannon of an arm, but he's not accurate, and he's slow. This is just like the opposite of Kyler Murray. Like, Kyler Murray can throw the ball good, like, good accuracy. His throw power is like pretty good, honestly, but this is just like if Kyler Murray was slow and had a cannon. Is Kyler Murray done in Arizona? Is he on the trade block, maybe? I don't know. Anyone? Mike Archibald's an 81. '84 man coverage, 76 zone. Oh, that's very good. 93 speed as well. That's a good pick for the Vikings. I want to see what the other QB was. Here he is, Mitch Chamberlain, the Rams QB. Now, we passed on both of these QBs. 72, he has hidden dev. But yeah, we passed on both of the QBs in favor of the O-line. Okay, 90 throw power, 88 short, 80 medium, and 80 deep. He's really just, with 77 speed, he's really just like a Shedeur Sanders, but has a bigger arm. So I'm honestly actually quite happy that we didn't take either of the QBs. I'm happy with how our draft has gone. Anyone else I actually do want to have a look at Corey Barnett's a 76. He does have hidden dev. 85 power moves? Oh wow, okay. 83 speed, 87 excel. He can't... Did I say power moves? I might have said power moves. I meant finesse moves. But he has 66 power moves, 69 block shed, 63 play rec. He can do one thing and one thing only. He's a one-trick pony, but that one trick is very good. I do also want to see what was... Here he is, Alton Myers, 73 overall. He does have hidden dev. A 91 speed, 91 excel. He's actually not even that bad. It's just the route running that's really lacking. Now, before we get out of here, I want to see who the highest overall players were. John Holcomb's an 86? An 86 out the draft? That is mental. He's insanely good in pass blocking. Run blocking is not even that bad. He's got to have, like... Can lineman get X Factor? He'll at least have Superstar Dev. Yeah, I don't think lineman can get X Factor, though. Who next? Antonio Medlock, and then Max Byrne. Mike Archibald. Tavares Hillhouse, Thomas Stark, Cedric Singh. Eric Silva was a 78. The receiver out of Oregon. Normal dev, though. I mean, he looks good. I mean, the thing is, he's very similar to McMillan, the one that we got. So would you rather have a 78 who's maybe a little bit better, but normal dev, or like a hidden dev guy who is less of an overall, but basically the same? I mean, I'd take the hidden dev guy. The kicker, Isaac Barrett. Jimmy Vega was a 78. Will Cunningham was a 78. He has 99 speed. Yeah, he looked quite good. He ran like a 4.2 something at the combine. He really is just a deep threat, but he's good at it. But that will be it for this episode, this off-season episode. Yeah, like I said, I will change faces, numbers, equipment, all that stuff. But yeah, that will be it for this episode. We'll advance to next week and give you guys a look at the... Oh, we have a position battle. Wonder what that could be for. We'll have a look at the schedule. Why can't I move up and down? Okay, I can't. Right, okay, well that's broken now. We'll have a look at the updated team here. Got some rookies on the O-line. The O-line's been real, like, overhauled entirely. Brought in a rookie receiver. Some QBs. Deshaun Watson is here. I'm going to take care of business now. He's not going to play. He is horrible. Free up 46 mil, but incur penalty of 34. Okay, that's actually pretty good. So we'll have a bunch of money now. And yeah, that mistake is finally out the door. There is Cordova, the same overall as Hendon Hooker. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this team shakes up. Tyre Pace is the highest overall free safety. I got to try and get Trip Burke on the field somewhere. But yeah, I will figure all that out, ready for the next episode, which will be episode 1 of season 2. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed, be sure to hit like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.